Hello, Capricorn. This is Lisa from The Right Guidance here to bring in your October 2019 reading. I will be using two decks to bring in your information channeled in from your angels and guides. The first deck will be Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine's The Angel Tarot cards. And then for anything love and relationship, we're going to use the Love Pack. Okay? Nice and big, asking your angels and guides to please bring in any and all information that my Capricorn viewers need to know regarding love and relationships, okay? Any guidance, any heads up you can give them. And please, guys, continue with the feedback. You know how much I love the feedback on how the messages resonate with you. Anything that I can do better. I'm just going to continue to record at home here with the brightest of days that I can possibly conjure because I don't have a lot of light in my house. Okay, so now for your general messages, what do my Capricorn viewers need to know, guides? So just so you know, you got a lot of love and relationship cards, and apparently I'm only pulling 3 regular tarot cards, okay? We're going to talk about your love and relationships first, though, okay, Capricorn? We just organize it. Okay. I dropped a card. Alrighty. So let's just get right to it, okay, Capricorn? There's always going to be 2 sides, and if you are a cross watcher watching because your partner is a Capricorn, of course you're very welcome here. It's really amazing if you guys can watch your partner's videos because it will really help you to navigate that relationship and see kind of what's going on in their head or in their life, okay? So your first card, don't be alarmed, it's the card of you have the potential to make a bad choice. And you see here she's eating the forbidden apple, so it's like the forbidden fruit. So I would be very mindful, okay, about, and that could be, it's just not necessarily in your romantic relationship, but I'd be very mindful about how you are making your choices in what you say and how you respond in what you respond to as well, because sometimes the power lies in you zipping it, okay? So don't make a bad choice. You know, what's a bad choice in a relationship? Well, looking elsewhere, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, the possibility of even cheating. This is just you being very, very mindful about every choice and decision that we make here in our Earth School has consequences, okay? So just be aware, okay? You do have the possibility, now this could be you or the other person or people involved in your life. You have either the possibility of being manipulated or you perhaps are manipulating a situation to work out in your favor. So again, this is your Earth School. All of us are students here and all of us are learning and progressing, of course, at different paces. Some are put through a lot more tests and some aren't. And here's the thing, if you're trying to pull strings for things to work out in your behavior, then it's not really an authentic place, right? Any relationship that we have, whether that's friendship or coworkers or, you know, in love and romance, it's very important to make sure that you are not manipulating the situation by being false or by pretending to be something you're not, or to be very egotistical, or to think, you know, manipulating someone so that they stay with you or anything like that. It could be, because this is just general, it could be just so many different things. I would also caution you, if that didn't resonate with you, to be very aware that someone could be manipulating you. So you could have been ignoring the red flags in a relationship that you find yourself in presently, and you could find yourself being manipulated. It happens. Some people like to say that that person could be a narcissist, someone you could be involved with could, you know, totally be manipulating you and pulling the strings and knowing just what to say to keep you in a situation longer than the relationship really should be because it's not healthy. So this just tells me to be very aware that you could be perhaps on the receiving end of ignoring red flags and that you might be manipulated. And this is your guide saying like, wake up. And this could be friends, family, other people going, oh, woe is me, please help me. And you feel like totally manipulated, that your time is now not your own because some other people are trying to dictate to you how you spend your time and energy. So just be aware this month that if those situations arrive, your number one priority needs to be you and your self-care and your well-being. So putting yourself in energetic places that are good for you, good for your health. And even though we all have obligations, is to make sure how you expend that energy. It's totally up to you. Okay, Capricorn. This is telling me, I'll zoom in. It's the card of old wounds. And it could be that you are nursing a broken heart, and perhaps, because you miss being in a relationship, you can make a bad choice with someone who's not necessarily very good for you. Okay, Capricorn. So a bad choice, an old wound, pushing other people away too because of old wounds. So again, you could be, playing the victim, or someone could be playing the victim in your life, in your romantic life, and they're blaming because, and we've all done this, okay? Just earth school, okay? You could be pushing people away and using excuses like I'm heartbroken or I'm going through something, and I've caught myself doing that too this year, absolutely. That we use excuses as to why not to put ourselves out there, or to take a leap of faith, or to put ourselves back out there even in love, because we fear maybe we're going to be manipulated, or we're going to make another bad choice. The thing is not to ignore the red flags. If you get red flags, really kind of sit there with a good friend or a trusted person or a life coach like me and help you. I love helping my clients navigate whether something is worth investing in or not, and then you can make the right decision for you. So old wounds means that there's the possibility that someone is there offering you love and attention and good intentions, and you're pushing them away because there's a bit of a victim mentality. And again, remember that the roles could be reversed, right? Because this is just a general reading, not for someone specifically. Okay. Now I know this card also has two meanings. Okay. So I just want to zoom in so you can see really well. Okay. You see here how the girl is on the top of the mountain, ready to push a boulder onto the happy couple down below. Now, because again, general, this could mean that you are envious of others' relationships, and perhaps you're comparing your relationships to other people's relationships. Maybe, the way you see them on social media and the adventures they have or the vacations they have. And, are people really showing the real life? Like I am, but I mean, not everybody is. So if you find yourself on the receiving end of someone who's being very vicious to you about your love relationship, and they're trying to throw a wrench into your relationship, or into your family's relationship, into your relationship with your significant other, be very aware that not everybody's happy for you. Okay. So I would tell my clients, it would be no different. I would tell my clients, listen, when we're having a love relationship, whether it's new or old, or there's exciting times and there's not exciting times, be very careful of who you share that information with, because it could be broadcast. And those people, if you become the source of gossip in your relationship for other people, that's negative energy being pushed towards you and your partner. And let's face it, life is hard enough, and pressures in a relationship are hard enough. And I think it's just to be aware that not everybody's happy for you, not everybody wishes you well, but to surround yourself with people who do, and to have a couple trusted people who, when the wheel of fortune's up or down in your relationship and you choose to vocalize that and ask for advice, you do so with people who you trust, people who you value their response, or people who are just great at listening, because sometimes all we need is a listening ear, right? And I'm sorry if my videos sound very life coachy. I'm a life coach, right? With this next card, it's the card of lust. Now, the thing is that if you're single, and this kind of reminds me of the dating websites, you see all these pictures and you have this catalog, and you're like, I want to find someone who I'm like super attracted to, and they must look this way. And of course, we all want a partner that when we look at them, we're like, how you doing, right? All of us want that. But I would just be mindful that you're maybe looking at people superficially. For those of you, this is not going to resonate with everyone, right? Just for those of you who are putting yourself out there, don't just look on the outside shell. Maybe have a conversation, have a FaceTime, or have, a FaceTime coffee date with people, and just give them a chance. Because if they're funny and they're charming and they sound like a good person, or they're, a good parent, or would be a good step parent, of course the scenarios are endless, then shouldn't you give that person a chance? So this is also perhaps, that your relationship is centered around lust and love, and maybe they don't have the potential, and that is manipulating the situation, and you could be making a bad choice by staying in a relationship that is maybe perhaps all about sex. Okay, I'm just trying to give you all the different areas, try to be thorough for you, being the Virgo that I am. Okay, so let's go to, we got two positive cards. Your guides want you to have some fun times this October. And here you can see that they're the card of laughter, and it's the card of, they're going to the circus, and hopefully your life is not a circus. But this is saying, listen, life is to be enjoyed. Grab the people whose company you just cherish and you have a good time. And that could be friends and family, or, your girlfriends or your guy friends, and maybe going to a sports game or just doing something, going to a comedy club, going axe throwing, going, who cares? Laser tag. It could be so many things, but like your guides are saying, like, listen, your life needs to be shaken up. You need more good times, more laughter and fun and dates and things like that. So however that strike a chord with you, make some plans. And I saved the good card to last on this card anyways. It's the erotic card. And you can see Tarzan and Jane. They are swinging from the vine here. And what can you do to maybe shake up your love life? For those of you who, haven't been hanging from the chandelier in love, in sex, in whatever way. So this is your guide saying, like, make some time for this. And if that means like a small getaway this fall, your guides are like encouraging you to make some time and space for you and your partner.